way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run for Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hill, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken on the 25. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bears take over.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
10-10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. To throw now. Here's Love. They set up the screen to Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Love, they go play action now. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line. They'll
play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. tackles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now a toss. Left side. It's Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 40-yard line.
Love now on 2nd down. That one complete to Hill. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Steps away to his left, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Love. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Evan Ingram there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Cardinals nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Joe Reed returning. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. They'll
run it out of the gun with Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down.
First down, going to the air with Love. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Following the interception, Love. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Hill, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
3rd and 1.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's good. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. We play to win. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That is caught inside the 5. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bears 21. Cardinals 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Tarvarius Moore. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Love from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Love. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
1st and 10 at the
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
6-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Reed returning. And he returns this to the 22.
Joe Reed on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a 1st half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the 1st, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is taken just shy of the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, and the Bears will extend their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Reed. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a second down throw for Love here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Take back. Ready, set. We got 25 to the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, 25 to the mic. We got 25 to the mic. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 35, Mike 35. All day. 35.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Move. Even. 4 down. Even.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
to throw on third down. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Their own 10-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The 18-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd and 2. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. He may try and run for this. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Lining up for the point after.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Back now at Soldier Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. At 25 to Mike.
Throwing again. Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. So great play there, obviously because of the loss. We had your free safety coming up to make the tackle.
Great observation, because one of the cliches is that every defensive coach tells us in run defense we need all 11 to the ball in order to handle it. Well, how often does the free safety begin dropping into the box? Not very often. So he did a nice job diagnosing and getting involved.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but you go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Grubbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ray Greenlaw.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check, check.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Xavier Woods.
That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Complete to
the 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, Love once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Love. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Arizona.
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Today's final score, Bears.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.